I'm actually starting to get frustrated with my Sony A7S III, and it may be time to try something new or maybe even try something old. I've had this camera since it released back in 2020, 2021. I think it was 2020, so that's almost 5 years now. And it's a great camera. It's been a great camera. I've shot some of my favorite projects with it, and it was technically my first video first camera, and I've loved it. But as of lately, not so much. Here's the problem. Back in May of last year, I think it was May, June, sometime Sony released an update to update the menu system and add breathing compensation, which I had been patiently waiting for because I love that feature on my A7 IV. So naturally, I jumped on the opportunity to improve my experience with the camera. Turns out updating the camera has been a mistake. Since then, my experience has been bad to say the least. The new menu system is cool, but I knew something was off. I really couldn't put my finger on it, but now I've figured out what it actually is that is making my experience bad. Long story short, it's the autofocus. It's not as reliable as it used to be. I mean, it's still good, but it's just this little breathing or catching on to the wrong thing that I'm not happy with. Normally with Sony cameras, I've only had to worry about my framing or my exposure. This not saying that focus isn't important or monitoring my focus isn't important, but honestly, I've really never had to do that when using autofocus lenses and Sony camera system. I've done some research and I'm still digging, but it seems like other users are having some similar issues after updating their camera. So now I'm stuck. Do I fix this or even try to fix it or figure out the solution to it? Or do I just get rid of it and buy a used camera like a used FX6 or a used FX3? Or do I just wait and see what Sony is going to release later on this year? Not really sure which path I'm going to take right now, but just putting this information out there just for anyone else who is potentially having this issue. It's not you, it's the camera. So let me know what you would do in the comments. Until next video, peace.